All right, so I'm gonna go over something someone asked about with platformer mode. It was about moving platforms. Like in a lot of levels, you'll see a platform move back and forth, kind of like in the it was in the tower levels a couple times. So I wanted to go over that, and I'll just sneak in a few different things you can incorporate into your platformer levels if you didn't know about them already. Um, Here we go. I was looking for these. These will be like the moving platforms here. So I'll just make them, I'll just make it look like that. And we'll start with some basic blocks. I don't feel like getting too decorative here. Maybe, maybe one day I will. I mean, I do for the, or I try for the actual levels I try to work on, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to start with something that doesn't look too bad. This looks alright. This will just be the standard block that our player is sitting on. Maybe I'll give it some nice glow. Here, we'll give it a glow. Whoa, what was that? Oh, that looks cool. Okay, anyway, sorry, off track. We'll give it some glow. Make it look nice and pretty. Oops. There we go, that looks nice. And then we'll copy paste that over here. And the idea is we want this moving platform to go back and forth so that we can jump there. Um, yeah. Another thing I wanted to do is I'll actually, okay, making another edit. There's a couple things I wanted to showcase here that um, they're not too hard, but I didn't know how to do them at first. So, starting off is spawn groups, which I don't think I actually gave this a spawn group. So I gave this group 2, and if you want your player to start off here, you can go into the level settings, go to options, and set spawn group, oh, okay, 11. So this is group 11. Group 2 isn't necessary. So I set the spawn group here to 11, which means the player will just spawn on this force block. And all it does is it gives a little push to the player in the direction of the arrow, so that way when the level starts, I get pushed out here. That's a little too strong, so I'll just lower it to like maybe 0.9. That's good. Now, I want to do a thing where these blocks are passable so that I can just jump up, kind of like a ladder. I don't want to have to do that. I don't consider that to be very good gameplay. So I'll go in here, you go to edit group. Over here you see the extra, extra 2, and anim. Oops, I don't want to do anim. That's like animate or something. So extra 2 is, I'm not actually sure. You link it with events. We don't need to worry about that. I want to go to extra, make it passable. So now it's that easy. I thought there was some kind of complicated thing behind it, but that's all you do is just go to the edit group and then hit extra. And I'll do that with these ones just to be consistent. Now, this platform here, I want it to move back and forth here. So I'm going to give it group 2. And what we'll do is we'll start off so it will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks over. Sorry, 4 blocks. So this move trigger, set it to group 2, move 40, 40, and nothing in the Y direction. I'll make it take about 1 second and ease in out so it looks a little more realistic. Group 2, there we go. And then we want it to move. We'll have it stay there for just a little bit, and then it will move back to where it was originally. So it'll look something like this. But we want it to be moving back and forth. So now what I'll do is I'll give these triggers a spawn group. I'll give it group 3. And I want to be able to spawn that platform. So I'll just say spawn group 3. Have it start when the game starts. And these will be spawn trigger, multi-trigger. Then what I want to do is I want it to loop back and forth. So I'll have spawn 3 again, but it'll be set to group 3 as well. So I'll try to explain that a little better, sorry. This trigger spawns group 3 when the game starts. This is group 3, this is group 3, and this is group 3, and it starts the loop over again. But normally, with a normal spawn trigger, it'll just activate all this at once, so it'll look really weird like this. It just doesn't move because it's activating both of these triggers. But if I go in here, there's this new thing called spawn ordered, and what this does, it'll just spawn these in the order that they are laid out in. So it'll start here, then go here, and then finally spawn it all over again. So this is what it'll end up looking like. And just to make sure, spawn trigger, multi-trigger, okay, we're good. We're not good. I repeat, we're not good. Oh, this needs to also be spawn ordered to repeat the cycle. Now it should go. There we go. Alright, I think that's going to be it. I think that's the only thing I wanted to cover really, was setting a specific spawn point for the player, which I set it to this block. And then these groups here, or these blocks that you can pass through, that's really useful in platformer levels. And then just having this, the way that they do this is the spawn order thing, which is really cool in my opinion, because it just, instead of spawning them all at once, it just follows the order that they're in. So if I like switch these, it'll now move to the right a little bit and then move to the left. I just think that's a really cool feature, and I'm really glad that it was added. It's perfect for this kind of level, so hopefully that clears it up. Thanks for watching the video. Remember to like, subscribe, comment.